There was a bit Eddie Murphy did in one of his specials. I think it was Raw. It was talking about relationships and stuff, but it fits in here. It was talking about, when you're starving and someone gives you a cracker, it's the best cracker ever. Oh my God, I love this cracker. And after a while of that cracker, it's just a cracker. Something special. Sort of how I'm feeling about Star Trek Picard Season 3. Season 1 and Season 2 were so terrible. This, in comparison, is pretty good. But greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. This has become a tradition because every Thursday a new episode of Picard comes out, so I talk about it, put up on Friday. So this is some thoughts on Season 3, Episode 8. Now last week, I basically said Episode 7 was a filler, which it was, but other people who I was watching on YouTube, Dave Cullen mainly said, if you look at 7 and 8 together, they're a little more cohesive. And I would agree, Episode 8 was better. Like I said in the opener, it's because we've had crappy Star Trek for so long, or crappy Picard for so long. This is okay, but it still wasn't great. Now there were some parts that I did like. I didn't like still the Jack story. I don't know, it's almost like Space Jesus. I'm also, well, hang on a second. It's good-ish. Watch it. At this point, if you don't want to be spoiled, now it's time to leave. Okay? All right, spoilers now. So we get to see the end of Amanda Plummer's character. Vadic is gone. Although the way she gets taken out, maybe she can come back. But when you're frozen in space and you shatter in 100 pieces or 1,000,000 pieces, that usually is a problem. But if you are a changeling and you're not a solid, maybe you can come back from it. The F-bomb didn't need to be there. I'm sorry, I had to edit myself. I don't want to be cursing on YouTube. Effing solids. Yeah, one thing I really enjoyed though was Riker and Troy. That they were acting their ass off. I know I've said already that Frakes brought his A game when Riker's on screen. Right on. So the two of them and their discussion, and it had a lot of depth to it. Basically, they drifted apart after the death of their son Thad, because if you saw in season 1, Thad had a disease that required a positronic brain in order to make up the cure. But at that point, we had the synths had gone crazy on Mars, and then synths were outlawed, so you couldn't do it. So he died, and Riker wanted to feel the pain of it. And Deanna wanted to help him, and in her way of helping him just caused him to be numb, and he never had a chance to deal with it, and he has now dealt with it, and they're a better couple now because of what's going on. And also a cute little bit is, I hate that planet. Oh, I do too. Why are we there? I want to be in a city. Okay. So great development there. The bit with Data, saw that coming, but they did it in an interesting way. So Data has taken over lore, and they did it in an interesting way. They said we need to break down the partition between them, but Laura's going to overpower Data, and Data starts bringing up things. Sherlock Holmes' hat, and Laura goes, take that memory. And then Sherlock Holmes' pipe, I'm going to take that memory, and keeps taking to the point where Data starts giving. And then Laura goes, you're giving me all this stuff, you're giving me all your memories. And then Laura's like, I win. And Data then disappears, and then comes back. By giving you all my memories, I've given you me. You've taken them, you're now me. And yeah, it was schmaltzy, but the fact that Data's back and he's in a human body, he kind of goes, a little bit. It's nice to give Brent something to do, and Brent did a good job of playing against himself, and it was pretty good in that respect. In the end, I give the episode probably a solid 7. Like, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to give us like a send-off. And the nice thing too is everyone was there. Worf and Raffi showed up on the ship too. So at that point we have, when they get in with Riker, basically the entire team is there. So that was pretty good. We'll see what the next 2 episodes are. We're at the point now where the bad guy's been defeated. Well, the one we know is the bad guy's been defeated. The Shrike has been destroyed, and we have a couple hours until what is it, Founders Day, Frontier Day, whatever day they're calling it, whatever the holiday is, that is this all is heading towards. So we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see who the big bad is, and now that Vadic is out of the picture. More is she. So in the end, for me as a Trekker, I'm enjoying it to an extent. I'm taking it for what it is. As I've said in other videos, I've recently watched the Star Date edition. I got all the way up, and I always hated Nemesis because of the way it ended. Just kind of like, you know, it just was a downer on the whole episode. The whole movie was a bit of a downer, and then it ended with the death of Data and all these things. And they brought him back, and they've done things. Now he's back again. But it just, the whole thing was a downer, and it didn't do well. Like, Generations was okay. First Contact was really good. Insurrection was like, and then Nemesis was like, so they ran out of steam, and that's how we got the J.J. Abrams Trek, the lens flare Trek, and yeah. So as a Trekker, I enjoyed it well enough. It's you know, some of my friends online are hating it, which is fine too. Everyone has, as I said before, you're allowed to have your own opinion, and they aren't liking it, and that's great too. Just for me, I haven't really enjoyed a lot of Trek in the last little while, other than Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds. Discovery, I haven't even finished. I'm still on season 2, and they're starting season 5, or going to be showing season 5 soon. I'm not even there yet. It's kind of like whatevs, but. I haven't finished DS9. I'm a TNGer, and I'm actually on episode 2 now. I did encounter a Farpoint just because it was so much fun to go back to that 1987. It was good times. So in the end, if you're a Trek fan, would I recommend Picard Season 3? Sure. And you know, for people I've talked to online, so I haven't got through Season 2 yet, you don't have to. And a friend actually was in my office the other day. I haven't seen Season 2. You don't need to see Season 2 to see Season 3. Just if you want some better TNG, you can go with this. So that is it for today. Everyone have a great day. We'll talk to you all later.